What's up, the internet? It's Kyle. Oh, it's been a long day. It's been a long week, but I'm very excited for this next panel because we had so much fun doing it the other night. Mog wanted to come back and do another one of her draw and bid sessions. We had so much fun talking the other night, and she brought a friend who was with us the other night in the comments, in Anh Vu, and I'm going to bring them on in just a second. But I want to tell you guys about tomorrow here on the EXP Expo. Okay, we have, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have Afua Richardson. Then we have Austin Janowski, Marvel legend Arvell Jones. We have a LCS retailer spotlight. David Pepos. We have our regular sale with Fat Jack's Comic Crypt. And we should be wrapping up the night, I think, with Dan Wickline. So super fun times tomorrow on the experience. But without me talking anymore, let's bring in the talented folks and let them entertain you with their amazing drawings. Anh posted her preview, and the amount of hair on the Wookiee is daunting to say the least.
All right. So what's up, Thanks for it's gonna be just you and me talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, we're just working on the Wookiee. I actually stay up until 3 in the morning because I was on like a fur roll, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kept going on, and yeah, and I did this piece, and so what you're seeing is like the original pencil, and then I did a scan because I'm gonna ink it because I've been experimenting with the inking, and so it's gonna be fun. But this is the piece. Oh, let me get right there. So you're doing a raven, Darth Raven,
Revan.
Raven. I'm so sorry, Star Wars fan out there. Raven.
Anyway, you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I got. See, we do this too often, and then I
I
get too
know.
comfortable. My name is Anh Vu. I'm an illustrator and comic artist based in Hawaii. And I had my recent project with Valak, The Sorcerer's Revenge. I did the backstory in Bushi Kawaso on Mayhem Production with Mark May. So that was my most recent project. I'm currently on a couple more projects. One that kind of got a little teased this morning was I should look up the name. I know we were working on that name, but it's a small publisher, first time publisher. He's gonna go to I believe Kickstarter. Oh, Pitch Black Soul. That's the one I'm working on. You might have seen the character concept design for Ellie. That's the main character. But yeah, that's the most I can say right now.
All right. Well, so is that the piece that you're gonna work on
This
today? Star
the
Wars? Yeah.
Wookiees. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. All
I
right.
watched the recent Star Wars, and I was like, the ones in Boba Fett. I
Yeah.
think not season. I'm sorry, episode 4 was the latest one. So I watched through that, and I fell in love with. Okay, I'm gonna say it, trying to say it right. Chrysotin. I believe it was Chrysotin. KRR and then Satan.
I don't know how to pronounce that one either. So.
Chrysanthemum.
Oh my
Chrysanthemum.
God.
Okay.
Thank you, Christine.
So me and names today.
All right. So you're
Yeah,
gonna color that, or what are you gonna do, man?
I'm gonna ink it. I'm actually
All right.
gonna work on inking. I've been
Mm.
into inking lately.
So you want to do a starting bid on that?
Oh, starting bid on this.
Yeah, you
We'll
want to do
go
100?
with
That's what I did last time. You
uh
want to do 100?
yeah, we can go with 100, starting 100.
Okay. So guys, for on starting bid 100, unless you want to change the price, but yeah. All right. So me, I'm similar to hers. I'm also an illustrator. My name is Mog Park. You can find me in the social media, literally just Mog Park. like in my name down there. It's Facebook, Instagram, and then ArtStation as well. And yeah, we're both similar. We're both illustrators, so I do a lot of things so far. I've done game designs. I've worked for commercial industries, um, comic, book illustrations. You name it. So I work in all kinds of fields. And right now I'm going to work on Revan. And last time I was working on Darth Vader steampunk. So this time it's Revan steampunk. So the image that I recently did, here's a better look of it here. So that's a close up of the line work.
Oh, look at those.
Because it's steampunk, they got to have a lot of details, I guess. So there you
That
go.
is nice.
And then after that, I'm just gonna what you see here. I'm gonna color this bad boy, just like I did with Darth Vader. So there you go. And
That is
we're
really
both doing
nice.
auction. So all of the auction will end in 2 hours, I believe. Yeah.
2 hours. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
believe that was the schedule set.
Mm-hmm.
Now that kind of reminds me,
Mm.
because I see you do steampunks here and there. You do them really well. And what intrigues me is how you find those designs or come up with those designs and put them together. Because a lot of times steampunk doesn't really make sense, right? And you're mix matching all sort of pretty much almost like embroidery kind of concepts on there.
Uh,
Do you like just make it up as you go and it's few or something inspires you?
yeah, like well, most of the steampunk I've done so far is I try to find an element that is close to the character.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, it's Revan. He's kind of like a ninja warrior.
Yeah,
So I try to think about like, okay, he kind of wears an armor, so gotta have some intricate armor stuff going on. So I keep that in mind, and I like that ninja kind of feel that Revan has. And then based on that, I slowly just like carve out the elements. Like I'll put some, like you say, like embroidery stuff. I found an embroidery of a like a firebird, you know,
uh-huh.
and
Yeah,
I like that, and I did a firebird, and then well, I was just kind of like the thing that helps is this is like a pre-designed character. So I just
right.
look at the armor, and as I trace the lines of the design, and when I say trace, it doesn't mean that I'm tracing it. I'm just kind of like studying the lines,
Right.
and then sometimes like the shape language kind of triggers something. Like it tells me, this reminds me of so and so and so. Like in this case, while I was drawing his chest part, it kind of looked like it ended up looking a bit like a scarab. So I thought, oh, scarab, that's very good because back in the days in Egypt, the scarab was considered a very like a kingly, godly symbol.
Right.
So I thought, hey, why not, man? So I just throw that in. So it kind of I think what happens is if you study a lot, just in whatever anything in nature, it's not nature, but just anything around you. You know how some people say, "What are you going to do with all that knowledge?" I mean, it's like useless information that you have in your mind. But I really believe as an artist, that actually comes in handy. All that
Yep.
weird, useless information. If you keep it in mind, I surprisingly, they pop out. So after, like for example, while I'm studying this, I'm trying to figure something out. Um, my I have like a visual library in my head, and my brain just like the back of my mind kind of does go in autopilot, and
Mm-hmm.
it starts to give me all kinds of answers and suggestions. And it's like, hey, how about this? How about that? What's about this? Like, oh, okay, and then I just kind of look into it. So
Right.
if you think about it, it sounds really weird, but it's like you have this weird inner voice inside you, and you're just going by what the inner voice is saying. I don't know. Does that make sense? Do
Yeah.
you go through the same thing?
y- Oh, not exactly the same thing. Like,
Okay.
I do pattern recognition, right?
Yeah.
And so I pick up, like, if I'm doing a certain projects, or I have a certain projects up ahead in mind, I tend to, I notice I tend to pick up certain patterns, whether I'm watching documentaries or walking on a hike or down to the beach. I look for patterns that fit into the story, and I was like, oh, I can use that. So like, one idea is, oh no, I can't give that away. It was a good idea. It was based off of our talk about an embroidery egg. Not the embroidery. What is that egg? The one in Russia?
The egg.
Yeah, the
Oh, those
Russian
not
egg.
Fabergé, the Fabergé eggs.
Yes, Fabergé egg. Yeah, those
Yeah, yeah.
Fabergé egg. And we were talking about that, and I had a project in mind about the Arthurian, King Arthur united the round table, and
Mm.
one of the eggs matches one of the artifacts that we could substitute it in for,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
yeah, the exact egg that we were talking about, and the thing that we're using is we're replacing it with is
Mm.
like a tableware, but that egg
Mm.
just fits in. So it's like I do that, if that makes sense. Like I just pick up things as I go, and they just fit into the story. Yeah.
But it is random, right? Sometimes it feels like there's no correlation, right?
No,
It just
it,
pops out, right? Yeah.
it just pops out. If it makes
Mm-hmm.
sense, it makes sense. If not, it will later on.
Mm-hmm.
And you, though, from what I've known, you're very factuals, and you collect a lot of information. Like you're a walking encyclopedia.
Nah. Mm. I mean, I think Kyle is. I mean, have
Yeah.
you heard, Kyle when he was talking with me? I think Kyle is a walking encyclopedia. I mean, he said he's a nerd, so, but thank you.
I do remember your last conversation. It was out there.
Yeah. Kyle is such a cool guy. Too bad he can't join us.
Yeah.
But I think he's like really busy, and I think he said he only slept like from 3, and then he went to home at 3. He went home at 3 in the morning,
Mhm.
and then he had to get back to work by 8:30, I think, 8 a.m. So you
Oh
can only
yeah.
imagine he maybe had like 3 hours of sleep.
I was
So
actually watching his earlier talk with the publishers. Like there's one from Scout Comic, Bad Ideas Comic. What was the other one? Anyways, I was watching that interview, and he really has great questions. Like all these question lines up.
Kyle,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
So I enjoy that.
yeah, I like the question when he asked me. And I think I'll ask that to you. If you had to eat, was it one food only for a month, what would it be? Or 3 months?
um. See, what would I eat? Hmm. There's so many things I want to eat. I want to say pho because I'm Vietnamese, and and like there's a lot of proteins in it and nutrients, but it takes a long time to cook.
So you're gonna cook
So
pho
every
for
day,
three
but
months?
I might just become an expert at it. You know what? That I will go with pho because by the end of those months, I will be an expert in cooking pho.
Oh my God, but those takes like just the bone broth, if you do it from scratch, it takes like 12 to 16 hours To make bone broth? Dude, man.
Well, I better smash those balls. Smash them into pieces to cook.
But then again, if you have a huge ass pot, right, and then you make a bone broth, it could last you a good what, like 7 days or 6 days? I don't know.
Could, yeah, it does. Oh, let me catch up on the comments here. So yes, bidding for both of our pieces starts at 100 each. Mark, Mog is doing Reven, right? And then I'm
No,
doing
Revan,
Revan.
Revan.
Revan. I will get it by the end of the day. Revan. And then I'm doing Chrysanthemum. Uh, I'm crossing my finger. I say that right too. And Chewbacca. But yeah,
Hmm.
each is at 100. Hi,
Is it
Jason
really? I think it's
Monroe.
150 for mine. I
Uh,
don't know. Mel, can you let me know?
150 for the Wookiees or 100
Mel,
Reven
is it
or
150 for me and 100 for An? Like what? Oh, it's
oh
100
yeah,
each.
could you clear
Okay.
that up? Um,
Oh, he says 100 each.
okay, 100 each. Yeah. Hi, Henri. Uh, Rob Owens is on here as well. Hi, hello. Uh,
What's up, Henri? What's up, my brother?
hi, Dell. Michael Watson,
Oh,
say
you
hi. What's
again.
up?
Oh, Dale, what you doing here, man?
Oh yeah, Dell had a whatnot show today. If you haven't seen his stuff, it's on I think Comic Fanzine, uh, whatnot. So check that out. Let's see here. Let's see if you open it. Yeah, anyone wants, go ahead and drop your link in there. You know, sharing is caring.
Dude, what time did you wake up?
I was a good girl. I woke up at 9. Had my 6 hours of sleep.
Oh, you're so good. You're such a good girl. Wake up at
You
9.
know.
Man. I woke up at 12. 12,
Hmm.
12.
Oh, oh, what? See, very exact.
Yeah. I woke up at 12, 12. And the only reason why I woke up was because I was having this nightmare. It was
Hmm.
a really bad nightmare.
What was it about?
Um, it became like I was um I was this girl with a sister, older sister.
Hmm.
And in there, sometimes I'm not myself. So in this case, I was just some different girl. And
Yeah,
we were homeless and we were trapped in. So we tried to find a place we can just stay.
yeah.
And I was maybe like, I think I was only 13 or 12 years old, and my older sister was, I think she just hit like 21. So she was mostly taking care of me. And she said she found a place, so like an abandoned house, and she let us
Hmm.
crash there.
Yeah.
So we were crashing there, and then turns out it was a weird place. It was built in such a weird way that it was like a maze. And then also it was a den of for unscrupulous people. It wasn't abandoned as we thought. It was just a facade being abandoned.
Hmm.
They were doing all kinds of weird activities
Shady.
there,
Yeah.
like just really bad stuff, like a lot of mutilations and rape and
Oh
just all
no.
the horrors of humanity. So I was trapped there. And then the last scene I remember was my older sister. She got caught, and to protect me,
Hmm.
uh, and I had to pretend she wasn't there. I mean, she had to pretend like she was alone, and I
Right.
just don't know what to do. And yeah. And then suddenly during the dream, I realized this is a dream. You can wake up anytime. So I woke up, right? And I
Right.
realized, sometimes do you get that way you wake up and then you're still in a dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that. It's like, and I was like, damn it, no, 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 no. I really wake up, really wake up. So I just, I did that.
See, when I dream, I dream as myself. I never dreamt that being someone else.
Yeah, it's weird.
And
Yeah,
I know I'm in a dream, but like there's no like getting up or whatever. I just continue dreaming until I get up. So yeah, that's pretty crazy,
yeah,
but
and
cool.
it's weird
Yeah.
because it's not like I wish to be somebody else. So it's just like I forget the name. Like I have my own name, and then I even take the persona of that person. So it's like you're slipping into a character. Strange, but yeah.
You're crossing
And you kind of start
you're
to remember the
crossing
past history.
universe.
What?
Yeah. It's like you're crossing dimension and universe and living the life of someone else.
Yeah, but that's a terrible life, and I'm glad I got out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at the end I died. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep.
Well, in a way, I
Mm.
feel like because I have crazy dreams too.
Mm.
Sometimes our dreams can make good stories.
Oh, in that case, I think no, I don't want that story to come out. I don't even want to think about. So yeah,
Okay,
but it was
then
good
what?
because yeah, sorry.
Oh, then do you have any good dreams? Like dreams that you really like
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, I have good dreams,
uh
um,
huh.
and yeah, but sometimes I get some weird like wonky nightmares like that. But I notice most of the time when I get weird wonky nightmares, I think it's my body trying to wake me up because
Mhm.
it's like okay, this girl she is not waking up, so let's make it unpleasant now. We're gonna kick her out of this. We're gonna kick her out of this head, head of hers, and then I feel like in a way my brain is taking care of me in a way. It's like, all right, okay, okay. My subconscious is like, all right, she has to get up, man. It's like past 12 o'clock. We gotta get her up. So let's really scare the heck out of her. make make the dream world as unpleasant as possible, and you're like, oh, I want to get out. Like, yeah. That's my theory because I think it really is true. So
That is,
strange but true. But yeah,
I've never heard it interpreted that way, but I'll take it.
yeah, I really believe it. Yeah.
Because I've heard that if you get like wonky dreams because you're crushing your body in some way when you're sleeping, but
Oh yeah, that too. Sometimes I wake up from a nightmare and I found out that my whole arm is numb. I can't even feel my arm anymore.
uh huh,
And so I have to use my other arm and find my dead arm and then
yeah,
place it on top of it. Place it, like straighten out and then just
yeah.
pray to God like please I want sensation back, please. Like, and please I don't want to lose, my arm. So yeah. So
Oh, I hate that sleep paralysis.
oh yeah, and then when the sensation starts coming back, oh it hurts. It's like thousands of needles.
Yeah,
You cut the circulation, right?
yep. Oh, and let me catch us up on here. Del say that yes, Del Guzman has a show called Comic Fanzine. I'm actually a part of it too, but I'm just been away with work. But it's on Wednesday, I believe 9:30 Central Time. Um, on every Wednesday, and then see. Yes, I've been a good girl, Del. Uh, Anyone with a Kickstarter, please drop your link. Websites, art, drop your link. So, EXP, is that Kyle? Is that you, Kyle? Saying that
I
they'll
think so.
go $100 on each on both pieces.
Woohoo!
So, we got starting bids already. Each pieces are at $100 each now. So, you gotta go higher. And, yep. Hey, Mark. Mark May's in the house.
Oh,
Hope you're
what's up,
doing
Mark?
well too. Okay. What else? Sometimes weird dreams. Kyle says sometimes weird dreams have to do with eating weird food too close to bed.
Yeah,
I
actually,
do
that
agree.
is true. I have been taking some different drugs lately, so maybe that's affecting it. But yeah.
Okay, and let's see. And Mel is supporting us in the comment.
Mm.
He's tagging and getting the words out. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Did you get a good night's sleep, Mom? Because I know we tend to stay up pretty
Yeah,
late.
yeah. I think I actually slept after we said goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would say at least 11 hours.
Dang.
Oh, don't judge me. I was stressed. Okay.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm not. Your body already does that.
I think some, but I've been sick lately, and actually I've been taking different. I started taking medications from what the doctor prescribed me, and I think that's really knocking me out. I think
Oh.
in all honesty, if I really review it, I think that's just making me sleep way too much. And I
Mm-hmm.
read the because when you pick up your meds, they give
Yeah.
you like freaking like sometimes 5 to 10 pages worth of the description of your drug, like
Description.
yeah,
Yeah.
the warning of it. And yeah, part of it was like, please, I think it said like don't drive or cause drowsiness and stuff like that. So it could be
It
that.
does. Yeah. Yeah. It probably is.
Yeah.
Um, it does help to read the instruction.
Shut up.
Oh, I'm just roasting you on here, aren't I? Just kidding.
Oh,
You know I love you.
yeah. Oh, I don't care if you roast me. Yeah. I roast myself if nobody roasts me. So all is good, man. But that's
Yeah.
weird how for Mark May said Taco Bell gives him the worst dreams before the bed. I've
Oh,
never had that experience. Yeah.
I don't really eat Taco Bell, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
We're so Asian. We eat healthy. We eat just home cooking food, guys. It's like the really because it saves money. It's good for your health. You know, we actually cook. I know it's shocking, right? We cook, guys.
I made pancake this morning. That was a
Ah,
struggle, okay? Pancake was a struggle for me.
oh, what made you make pancakes, dude?
My brother,
Oh
I came
no.
home. I had a recent trip actually, that a lot of people see online. I went to the Big Island. It was a last minute vacation, and my brother couldn't go at all because he has work, right? So I went with the family. And so when we come back, my brother's like, "Love me, cook for me,
What the heck?
don't abandon me." No,
What?
it's just his fun way. Yeah.
Okay.
But so I was like, okay, I'll cook you
Oh
some
my God.
pancake. See, I
Oh,
actually am pretty decent at cooking, like a lot of Vietnamese dishes, but when it comes to American dishes, like especially pancake, I'm like, I it's hard. When do I flip and when do I not flip? Because in Vietnamese cooking, it's a lot of eyeball. At least in my household, it's a lot of
yeah, you go
eyeballing.
by feel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because you're learning from very experienced cooks, and usually they end up being like, I don't even measure stuff. You just have to.
yeah. And they're just moms that gotta run. Moms and grandma. They're like, you sit down, you eat what I cook for you.
Yeah, and they're so good, right?
Yeah, man, it'll be fun.
I gotta say though, I mean, this is just, I'm not bashing anybody, but this is just my experience, and I don't know if anybody had the same experience. Always the people who says that to me, oh, I'm such a good cook. I love cooking. Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you can say you love cooking, but they tell me that I love cooking and I am a good cook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I eat their food and it's not that good. So, yeah,
There goes your DM. Anyone you've been over, they'll start questioning. But that's
but
why I say I'm a decent.
yeah,
It's
I know.
edible.
I know when you said that, it just suddenly triggered like a memory of all the guys or people who said, "I'm a good cook," and I'm thinking, and when I actually eat the food, like you don't even. It's okay. I mean, it's not bad, but it's like it's not great, you know. But yeah, I think the really people who are good cooks, they don't say anything. It's the people around them say,
Yeah.
"Oh, you gotta go and eat her cooking, and she's good," you know. Then you know it's like, oh, okay.
Well, that is how
Hmm.
business was it restaurants work too. It's by the best way to promote is by the words of mouth, spreading the words of mouth. I believe that's the phrase. But so same
Hmm.
thing with comics, right? Oh, I'm jumping into topic here. Same thing with comics, with art. It does help when you find people that come up to you because of someone else who introduced them to you, and it just feels great that way. You don't have to go and well, of course you got to do the work and promote yourself, but when someone comes up because uh, one of your followers, your friends, or your fan um, spread the words, it's really nice. So yeah, while we're at it, thank you for those who share things out and get us connected with more people, get more eyeballs.
You are such a good segueer. I think Mel said that once, and I believe it. But yeah.
Well, Austin Cheng is in the house.
Oh my God, Austin, what's up? Yeah. What you doing so late?
Oh, Robin finally found her way on here. Hey, Robin. Hey, Austin.
Yeah, man. Revan. Yeah. Damn right, man.
That is nice. I can't wait for the colors to come popping out. I think it was Connie on Facebook. She calls these guys walking carpets, the Wokies.
I know. I loved her comment when she said that. It's like, oh, that's
Yeah,
so perfect.
I know. I was
Damn
like,
right. Walking carpet. Yes. Love it.
so I'll name this piece "The Fight of the Walking Carpets."
Hell yeah. You want a luxurious black, thick coat, beautiful, from like whatever, say the southern region, or do you want the thick coats of the northern, a bit rough, but it has a honey colored luster.
Yes. Look at
It's
you with the
curly.
colorful language.
Which carpet would you prefer? And then you have to test it by lying down on each of them. Lie down on the black Wookie, and then lie down on the brown Wookie. I mean Chewie. So which one do you like? Where do you feel most
Test,
comforted?
yeah, test out at your own, what is it?
Peril. Yeah.
Yeah. Because one has, what is it? Uh, Chrysanthemum actually has the knuckles, that electrifying knuckles. I thought that
Don't
was
tell
cool.
people.
I like that.
Don't tell people. Let them test it out.
No, it's good. It's what you call that? You have electro was it electro treatment? There's those like for your nerves to calm your nerves or work on your nerves. They'll send you to get electrify just a tiny bit
Yeah,
and
that one
jolt
I
your
don't believe
nerves
in.
back.
I've seen it like in the con, like they would say electro, treatment or something will soothe your whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't trust that one. I'd rather have a human massage me, like so.
I
Because you
actually
pay,
had it.
aren't you paid
Yeah.
to get electrocuted in a way?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well, in this case, you're paying to get electrocuted and walk home with a rug. And don't worry, well, we got the service of Reven to skin things up and make it nice.
I don't know anything about Revan.
You don't know
Yeah.
anything about Revan? I believe he was one of those. Okay, I'm gonna butcher everything here. I read into this because I'm actually supposed to do a commission on him. Um,
Oh, is it by
but
any
I
chance
think
the guy starts with name starts with a J?
Jay.
The client, the client. You said you did a
Oh
commission.
no, no.
Does it,
It's not
does it
Jay.
start with the alphabet
It's
J?
not him. No, it's not him. It started with an A. And
Okay.
I don't think you really know this uh
All right, just checking because I know
gentleman
one
yet.
guy that's like a freak when it comes to Star Wars stuff. Like, I mean, there's lots of freaks who love, and by no means I am, belittling you guys, but yeah. Anyway, so this guy he commissioned you to do Revan.
Yeah, but I that's how I started looking into Revan. Granted, this was about a month ago when I first received the order because our schedule's been building up, right? So
Yeah,
I've been
totally.
taking
Mm.
informations and I've been taking ideas that people want. So
Mhm.
I asked them to, well, of course, only message me if you're like serious about it, and
Mhm.
then I'll plan it out ahead. So whenever I have time, I look into the materials,
Mhm.
um, and that's how I came across Revan. And I believe he was one of those. Was it a founding Sith? Some kind of like really
Oh,
great Sith, yeah.
before Palpatine, he started it.
Not he's not Palpatine, but he's yeah. It goes into like the Old Republic, I believe. Anyone with more information, feel free to drop in the chat. Help your girl
Nice.
out. Let's see. Okay, let me catch this up. Du- 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 du. The- oh, I am so behind. Okay, Robin says, oh, Richard Strip is in the house.
Oh, hey, Ship.
Welcome.
What's up, yo?
Uh, Robin say it's
Mm.
a line Leia says in Empire Strikes Back. Wait, no, she says it in A New Hope. That's where Connie got it. Oh, get okay. I remember. Yeah, okay. Get these walking carpets out my way. Let's see. Kyle says Chrysanthemum is a newer Wookiee in the Star Wars universe. He played a D&D character based on him when he first debuted. Ooh, that must be fun. Full on berserker. Um, Austin says, "Oh no, you need to play Knights of the Old Republic, Mog. You
No,
can't not know Revan."
look, Austin, I don't have time to play games. Okay. Plus, if I play games, my man will divorce me. So no.
And then Ship says, "I told you, Mog, I'm not a freak. I'm eccentric." Yeah, Mel says if Mog plays anything, no work will get done. Uh, Austin says it's not play, it's education, Mel. And Mel says Revan is considered the strongest, even stronger than Darth Vader.
No way.
Yeah, so hoping that they'll bring him into canon. Yep, and yes, current bid is at $100 each piece so far, going to
Yeah, you gotta
Kyle.
go higher. Yeah.
Going higher, guys.
Uh,
Mel
how do
say
yeah.
Revan became a Sith Lord, obliterating the Sith and creating his own Dark Legion. Then he saw the light and came back. Then there was light.
Oh, this is like totally Darth Vader. He saw the light.
And then Mel said that's why he's considered the strongest. He did what Vader could not do. Well, Vader did come back to the light only when he saw his
Yeah.
son. It's like that one brief moment. I believe that was like for Vader that last moment where he saved his son. That was the most character development that characters got really from the movie. Um, because I forgot if it was one of the
Wasn't
producer that said that,
wasn't it
but they
even
say
like
that
yeah.
yeah, they say that he was just pretty much angry and just sad and angry the whole time.
Who?
Darth Vader, Anakin.
Uh, I think by the time he become Darth, doesn't he have no emotion?
Yeah. So there's not really that um big character development. There's not that drastic character development where it, he become a brand new, character because it seems like he was just angry from the start and very vengeful and just sorrow and depressed. So yeah,
Such a downer, man. This guy.
so for I think with Raven, it's I think he was given more. It sounds like he was given more of a character development over time, struggling between the light and the dark. Yeah.
I think what's interesting is because looking at the reference I see,
Mm-hmm.
um, he has like a purple saber and a red saber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what a purple saber is, yeah?
No,
Well, it's
like the Jedi, the good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Mace Windu, it's the tactic that they use. It's more toward the dark side.
Oh,
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're evil. It's just the way they use the force. Um, it's more aligned with the dark side.
The reason the purple lightsaber exists is because in order to get Samuel L. Jackson to play Mace Windu,
Uh-huh.
they had to give him a lightsaber that was a different color than everyone else.
Oh my god.
He wanted to be able to pick himself out in big fight scenes uh, when he watched it in theaters, and the only way he could do that is if he had a different color lightsaber. So they agreed to give him purple, and then it just became this big thing in the Star Wars universe about why the purple lightsaber is the purple lightsaber. Same with the orange lightsaber and the black lightsaber.
Oh, okay. I know the black one was it with the Mandalorian, right?
Yep,
The black lightsaber was with the Mandalorian.
yep. And the orange only existed in like comics that are no longer considered canon.
Oh, wow. Well, what does an orange lightsaber uh, wielder?
I know.
What are they considered like?
That's
I
curious.
don't even remember. It was like it lasted like 2 issues and then it was gone.
Oh
Like,
no.
but it was really cool.
Yeah.
Hmm. Wow.
Well, I am kind of glad though that they kept to a certain colors only, because or else it would be like just ra- a rainbow disco club in those big giant fight scenes.
Hey, what's wrong with rainbows, man? Like you got blue, green, purple.
I know,
Wasn't
but
there
it's
like one
just
that's white? or something like
I believe like the white or the yellowish. I think there is a meaning to them. Like, um, I remember vaguely from watching Clone Wars, the
Mm,
animated series. Oh, that series nice. I really love it. Um,
mm,
I think the Guardians, the that guarded the Jedi Temple,
mm,
they they had, I forgot if it was white or yellow. It was a very pale color lightsaber, but it's just signify, I believe, was some kind of like not holiness, but like uh not piety, but how devotion, I guess, devotion to the temple, and that only those guys have those lightsaber.
wow.
Yeah,
So they're
and
like
then
a lower rank.
no, they're of high rank. They're the guardians of the temple.
Okay.
Yeah, so they
So it's
had it.
just sentry duty. They don't get to do
Yeah,
anything but just stand guard. That's
pretty
boring.
much.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're kind of too dumb for this. You're too pure. So we're gonna just, station you out here. Leave the politics to us.
Yes. So yes, we're still at $100 on each pieces. Feel free to bid up from there, guys, for
Mm.
each of them. Austin says Vader may be the chosen one, but for his war, it was like hunting individual Jedi or killing kids. But when uh, Revan, I'm sorry, I'm
Yes,
saying it
thank
wrong.
you.
When Revan was around, there were tons of Sith and Jedi. So let's see. Mel says Darth Mel is supposed to emerge with an orange lightsaber. Oh my god. What would Darth Mog have? What would be your lightsaber color?
Probably just red. I'll
Red.
just, I'll just go pure, pure. I'm pure, so I'm gonna go
Pure
red.
Sith. Okay, so Robin say yellow lightsaber is for the guards. Yeah, so it was like this is like really pale yellow that they had. Um, White is for the divine chosen one. I don't think there is a white. It was either yellow or white. I remember it was just one or the
Wait,
other. There was no.
isn't Asuka white?
I think it's supposed to be like a yellowish, cause there's a meaning. Like she kind of. I believe that they say that when a uh, a light force wielder picks up a dark force wielding lightsaber, they kind of cleanse off the dark residue of that lightsaber, and these dark residue are like all those like evil stuff and pain and whatnot that was in the history of that lightsaber. So when a light force wielder picks it up, they kind of cleanse it and it turns um, into that like yellowish color.
I have a question about is if I guess the movie proved it, but you can actually use an older saber that was used by somebody else, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I mean Luke and also what's her-
Ray.
Ray, she did that a lot. It wasn't her own, so yeah. I mean, these things are so rare. I mean, it makes more sense that they just bequeath it instead of just burying it with a person. You know, it's a waste of resource.
It is, but
Hmm.
that was the way. That was the way. Um, it was very sacred. Mm,
Oh man, yesterday, like I mean, you heard it, but it was really windy. So even
Yeah.
today was like just it was still like windy, and I think it finally subsided now. So I don't really hear much wind, which is good.
Yeah.
But when I went out for a walk, I saw all these trash like littered, because I guess the wind just like picked it up, and I
Toss
saw
it
like
around.
cans everywhere, like crushed cans. And I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking, man, I wish I brought my like bag because I would have like picked up all these cans and because you can recycle them, right?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, it's like,
Well,
and I'm thinking, how strong can the wind be that these crushed cans are flown off?
well, you gotta consider where were they stored to begin with,
I don't know. It's just
right? If
everywhere.
if it was not secured down and it was just left out in the open, then yeah, not it doesn't take that much to blow a crush can. Mhm. See, yes, I've been liking inking so much lately, especially ever since I got these Cronus.
Mm. The crow quills, the with the
Yes,
metal edges.
yeah,
Uh, don't you find it a bit of a pain? Uh, what is the word?
to dip it back and
Yeah,
forth.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, it yeah, I do find it painful, and actually my hand is somewhat in pain.
Yeah, I think it's like
And
not
I
to grip so like tight. Yeah,
control. That's why it helps, like even with pencils, right? To
yeah.
move and rotate your paper, it helps to do that. But anything with like it requires so much tight motor skill like this. It's
Yeah,
painful,
I know. I know.
but it's so nice that I can't stop.
I know.
But yeah,
Mm. I just have to just keep on trying to work as cleanly as possible. I saw this one guy, and he works so clean, right? And he works really fast too. So I was
yeah,
observing him, and that guy, he was holding the pen. Um, not the pen. Okay, he only works pencils, but he was holding the pencil at the tip of his at the tip. He was barely like, oh, Mel said Connie is on. But yeah,
oh,
what's up, Marie?
Connie, Connie, how you liking your carpets?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, so I
sorry.
thought, okay, let me try holding it like at the tip like this, right?
Yeah,
And I gotta say, man, it's hard for control.
yeah, no,
Too
no, I
detailed.
can't do that. No.
I'm trying though. I'm trying, okay, because I gotta save my hand as much as possible. So yeah.
See, with sketching, I pick up. That's why I like doing larger pieces. To be honest, like to
Mm.
do this right here is actually for anyone out there, it's 11 by 14, so it's
Hmm.
a relatively big size for me. Um, with this much details.
Yeah.
But yeah, working in bigger pages means that I can extend my wrists. Not wrist, I mean my arm. Use my arm, especially during the pencil part, so that my wrist can rest and my fingers can lessen the tension on it.
Hmm.
But yeah. Oh, reminder. So, guys, the auction for these two pieces we're working on, you're gonna get like the full what's it original pieces mailed to you, but the auction ends at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in Hawaii, I believe that's 6 o'clock over here. uh so yeah, Make sure you get your bids in. We're at 100 still for each. Get them in. Don't wait till the last minute.
Oh, and also I like to let you guys know. I mean, we'll say this again at the end. We do have a draw and bid going on, and coincidentally, that is also Star Wars themed for this month, and that's coming
Mm-hmm.
next weekend. Yeah,
Yep, that would be fun. I still gotta work on them.
yeah, me
All
too.
right. If you're watching on the Twitch right now, head over to Facebook or YouTube to keep watching. I'm putting links in the comments for you. And on Twitch, we will be having the EXP dance party starting in just a minute. But hang here,
Ooh,
buy art, and maybe listen to that in the background.
yeah,
It's gonna be fun. Yeah, the dance for sure.
it's the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can just see it.
Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I hear the music. Oh, Robin says, on our note of like using brushes and just motor skill, that's why she didn't do well with Japanese calligraphy. It was tiring holding just the tip, just the tip. It is hard because you're working against gravity overall. Robin says Chrysanthemum is looking mighty feisty. Thank you. Now I had to look him up too. Like I love him. The character design, but I I can't hear you, Mog. You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say I love his name sounds like croissant. Croissant.
Yes, I didn't even know his name. I had to look it up. Croissant. This is a
Oh,
very burnt croissant, though.
yeah, it's the delicious kind. Alien Star Wars croissants. Yeah.
Been through some.
Mm.
Uh, Cause he was a gladiator, I believe. He was a gladiator
I have
in
no
the old
idea his
time.
story. Yeah, so.
The one they presented in this the movie, he
Hmm.
was gladiator.
Oh,
But yeah,
that's like similar to Chewie. Remember how they were using him, they had him in a pit? They kept on pitting against like monsters and anything, and then he had to like kind of like eat it or kill it.
yeah,
Yeah. That's where I think that's when Han Solo and they both meet.
yeah.
That was in the movie that everybody don't like is the Han Solo movie. It was shown there. Did you see the Han Solo movie?
Yes, I did. Had to catch up on all the story. It was
Mm,
interesting. I didn't hate it.
yeah.
I didn't hate it. Now, Rogue One was really sad. That one, I was like, no.
Yeah, Rogue One. Very, very, very abysmal. And however, the end scene was awesome. You
Yes,
know,
it makes
Darth Vader.
sense for yeah, it makes sense for the whole storyline too. So it's like
Gosh, I love the end scene. It was so badass. Ooh, you know, Darth Vader just like coming in.
oh, Now they're correcting our pronunciation. A black chrysanthemum. Robin says chrysanthemum. His name reminds me of chrysanthemum, a pretty flower or fluffy fruity. Mel says it's pronounced chrysanthemum. K-E-R. I don't know. I like the R's in there, the extra R.
Croissant. I like croissant. Let's do croissant. Let's stick with croissant. Yes.
Okay.
A burnt croissant.
Yeah, Connie says ink and carpet. Robin says Rogue One is my favorite Disney Star Wars movie. Uh, and thank you, Mel, for reminding everyone. Yes, both of these pieces are um, at $100 each. We're looking for 105. Do we got 105 going? No, I'm not doing auctions. I don't have the voice for that. Um,
I think you gotta speak really fast.
yeah, too
Yeah.
fast. I can speak fast in Vietnamese, but not other languages yet. Mel says his favorite Disney movie is Bambi. Oh,
I think he's lying. I've never heard him say that. I think he's just saying that for.
he just want attention.
I think so too.
Um,
It's a lie. Don't believe him, guys. It's a lie.
I get nervous inking straight lines or
Oh,
like one long lines.
I know. They're a bitch. I think there's a trick I saw this master inker do.
Mhm.
He took a blade
Yeah.
and then he scratched it in there if it's a straight
Oh.
line.
Yeah.
I mean, not like all the way, it
Oh.
was a cut. And then he took
Yeah.
the crow quill
Yeah.
and then he just kind of, I think the
Oh.
scratch would soak up the indentation, would soak up the ink, and it was like a guide. And
Yeah.
he didn't use a ruler when he was inking.
Yeah.
So I've seen him do it. I haven't done it myself, but I logged it away because I thought that was interesting. And
That is
he,
smart.
yeah, and he used that scratch technique on straight lines because he draws a lot of like futuristic buildings and they have a lot of straight edges and it's very long, right?
Right.
And then another one he used on was like perfect circles.
Oh.
That makes sense, right? I mean, perfect circles, you got
Yeah.
a perfect line as well as like the straight line. So I thought that was really interesting. He's actually in the same class
Wonderful.
as Mobius, European
Oh.
artist, but just think of him that he's still alive versus Mobius, unfortunately passed away. So he's
Okay.
old. He's old school, dude. This guy, he's super old school. And I think Mobius is I think he was French, and this guy is German. So yeah, very technical,
Yeah.
extremely technical. This dude, right? Admire it. And he was cranking out like a huge, like almost, it looked like a 16 by 20 piece, and within
Yeah.
like from I think he worked on morning, and they filmed it till night. It's done. Ink, pencil, and color.
Wow.
Freaking master, I'm telling you, man.
That kind that kind of reminds me of this morning, Jeff Jones. I actually was watching Kyle the interview with uh, Coley, Jeff Jones, um, on there, and they were like these more experienced and veterans. You could call them veterans in the trade. They they've so much experience, and they over times you find uh, your rhythms and you find your own styles, of course, and but you also find ways to cut down on the process because you got deadlines, right?
Yeah.
And you gotta keep on producing faster um, a lot of times. So yeah.
Okay.
So he was saying that uh, if I remember correctly, he used to have to pencil, ink, and letter 2 pages a day. He practiced to do that.
Pencil, ink, and letter.
Yeah, if I remember correctly from this morning's interview, you guys can go back and watch. But man, the
Yeah.
piece he did this morning was so pretty. It was of death actually. It was death riding a horse and an old man with a rake on a kind of like desolated pumpkin patch. Um, and yeah, he was being greeted by death. And actually, that piece went pretty high too. But he just every almost every moves he does, it's almost like uh, very sure.
Yeah.
And
That's what it comes down to. It's not
yeah,
fast. Because I've seen these guys who finish things in like a day, right?
yeah,
A
yeah.
couple hours. And I would think their hands go like that, but it
No,
wasn't. It's just like one stroke, and then there's even a pause, and then another
yes,
stroke, and then they're done. Like each stroke is like a if in like a samurai world, you would say each stroke was the death blow. That's
yes.
like the final blow. Yeah, it felt like that.
It's very intentional. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, thank you. Intentional.
I myself still find, like guessing at time with my strokes. But yeah,
Hmm.
that'll be nice. Have a goal to reach.
Yep, I agree. Absolutely.
Let's see. So Robin says she really likes Kira from Solo, and she would like to see her again sometime. Um, Mel agrees, and Austin says she's getting her own series, um, and he hasn't seen Solo yet. But that may just be a rumor about Kira. Don't know yet. Haven't heard yet. Uh,
Is
and
it the
then
Han
Robin,
Solo love interest girl?
yes.
Yeah.
And then Robin says she'll love it if Kira shows up in Boba Fett because she would actually fits in. And then Mel say third season for Witcher is gonna kick ass. Um, ooh, I haven't watched second season yet. I still haven't made time for it, but I can't wait. I love The Witchers. Um, so Austin says he remembers reading Disney Plus series uh, for Kira, and then let's see. If you want, Mouse says, if you want to know what's going to happen in Book of Boba Fett, watch the Netflix series Battle for Japan. Bunch of daimyos battle it out there. Uh, Yes, Jeff Jones was awesome. I love Jeff Jones. Robin say you could see her terror at working with Maul. I want to know what happened to after that. Oh yeah, she's referring back to Kira in the Solo movie. Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. Oh, I wonder. So they're referring back to um, Jeff Jones' uh, illustration this morning of death. I wonder if he drew that with the inspiration of Emily Dickinson's poem, because your description sounded like that. Jeff, Mel said Jeff often used lots of black. He also didn't do too much in the background and tended to have large open spaces. Yes, that's what I noticed too. The large open spaces in Jeff's work. And that's how was able to complete 2 pages a day. Oh, interesting. Well, in that matter, like in storytelling, sometimes those buildings and extra details are not necessary. So it
No,
depends on the story you tell, right?
absolutely. I agree. It all comes down to light and shadow. So if you can just black out as much as possible and you can still tell a story, and you can put
Yep.
lots of negative space, it's gonna look awesome. And oftentimes I see a lot of people like so hung up. Also, some creators or writers they hang up on, oh, I want that detail, and it's like crazy to the point where like it gives you a headache, kind of crazy. And just because you
Mm-hmm.
put a lot of detail doesn't necessarily make a piece amazing. What makes a piece amazing, in my opinion, is it's a compelling mood, and then the drama and all of that ref- told in the piece. The simplicity always, for me, kills it for me. Like it's like the best. However, in some, a lot of the uh, people, they in some of the in the industry, they only like seem to respect the insane amount of details you put in. But I don't know. For me, it's not that.
And that's the amazing thing about comics. There's so much variety nowadays.
Mhm.
Because I do love details,
Mm.
but for me, the details personally, I like it when it makes sense to the story and it serves a purpose.
Mhm.
Um, and there are comics out there that's like Frank Miller, um, right? And with Sin City, it's such a simple uh, style of drawing with the negative spaces,
Mhm.
um, but it works well. So long as it adds to the story, if it works for the story, then yeah, by all
Yeah,
means, whichever you take it. Um, so
100%.
Connie says Frank Miller is one of her favorites for the negative space. And Mel said, yes, it can take away from the story, the kind of stories he tended to draw. Sci fi didn't need it. Uh, yes, and 45 minutes left, and still looking for the next bid. 105, go up 105 on the Wookiees or the Revan. See, I'm getting it.
You're awesome. You're evolving.
And guys, help us out. Helps out this channel with EXP. They have a lot of great shows on here. Aside from just like this expo that they're doing, which is awesome. Um, but on a regular basis, they have great shows on EXP, and it's all to create a wonderful experience for the viewers to connect with dealers, creators, publisher, um, and catch up on the latest on your comics and news on them. But yeah, so give them a like on in the if you're on YouTube, give go ahead and give them a like down below. Share it out if you're on Facebook, Twitch, wherever. Um, share it out. Sharing is caring. And if you have any friends that are looking for any Star Wars related content or artwork, go ahead and tag them in. Let them know because these pieces are going right now just at 100, and you can bid up from there. We're looking for 105, um, and you have about less than 45 minutes left.
Mm-hmm. It's actually a very cheap price, guys. So
Yeah,
you guys
good.
are um, in for
No,
a
I don't want
steal.
to be an auctioneer.
Yeah.
That's Mel's job. That's not my job. I'm not the auctioneer. But yeah, you guys are in for a steal, as Mel says. And Mel says in the comments that these pieces usually go for at least 250, and he is correct. This is about the price of this kind of size of commission for mine. And Mog's is color.
I think there's a Russian name here. It says Boom On. Boom On. But they left a comment, but if I read it correctly, I think it's Marina Asla. God dang it, where's the word? Where is that thing?
They got blocked.
Okay.
That was a link to their adult entertainment website where they tried to sell you brides.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at those Russian fries. Oh my God.
Oh
We've been
my
having a
god.
problem with the Russian spammers.
Damn.
Well, Valentine's is coming up, like Mel said. Instead of buying those Russians spam kind of, you know, bralettes and brides and whatever they're selling you, these Wokies and Reven would make a great gift for the holidays.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, what did I put?
Oh, look at that. I love the blue on there, that contrasting color set you got. That
Oh,
is
thanks,
nice.
man. Thank you.
You held that box up as if like they're chocolate candies. Oh yeah, don't feel bad, Kyle. You, this is what it's about. You keep up. You place your bid early. You might just walk away with a steal.
That's right, man. Damn right. The bid ends at 9 p.m. his time, so that would be like in about 40
You
minutes
got
from now. However,
37 minutes left.
okay, however, the bid will end then. However, you and I can kind of hang a little longer if I mean he said it's okay if you want to like kick
Yeah.
it. So yeah. Who's that? They're asking for a close up of Revan. Okay. Let me see. Hmm. Just give me a moment, guys. Let me wipe my palette off this thing. All right. So close up.
One close up coming up,
Huh?
coming straight up.
Okay. First of all, it was based on this line work here. Like this is the line work, and then I'm coloring on top of this basically. So it's like a steampunk ribbon, and then the color right now. Uh, I'm gonna do my best. The quality of this camera is not that great, but I will do my best. How can I do this?
You're doing great, Mog.
It's kind of hard to see. Yeah.
We believe in you.
Yeah, you know what? I can just go like this and forget my face. My face is not important. So hold on, let me see.
It looks so creepy.
See my face, like here. Uh, it's kind of something like that. That's better for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
they can see now. 35 minutes left, guys. I do have a question I wonder, because just something to help us uh, do things better in the future. This is a question for the audience. Because I've done a lot of these auction shows before. I've done it for charity. I've, done it for fun and stuff like that. And of course, we got the drawing bid that Mog does. Now we do try to put things up ahead of time, trying to like tag people and get it noticed so that you know, folks don't miss out. But for me, on some of the event I've been on, it doesn't like see. I did one right before Christmas, and it was to raise funds for a friend who was going through kidney disease. Uh, and
oh,
we did raise some money, right?
yeah.
But it's funny because after the bid ended, and I saw almost everything I had on there, and it was pieces like this. It was some of my favorite, and
Mm.
I, after the show ended, I get messages from people. They're like, "Are they still available? I was it. Where is this bidding going on? How can
Mm.
I bid?" And it's like, "Oh, I had this post on for like weeks or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I put it out and I tag and I message or like, and people just tend to miss it. So, what do you guys have any recommendation on what creators like myself and Ma can do to keep you guys in the loop or what you guys want to see? Cause yeah, if I feel bad when I get messages like that where they're like, I missed it. But
So
yeah,
if I get your question straight, the general question you're asking is, what can we draw that might tempt you to bid? Is that what it is? The subject matter?
no, no, like what can we do? Like, do we need to promote it in a certain way, or do we need to get it out, share it out in a certain way that will help get uh, people's attention better or remind them better? Because a lot of people come uh, up after a lot of these things and say, "Oh, I missed the event." It's like, why didn't you tell me? It's like, oh, I did.
So how can we better promote it? Is that what?
Yeah. And how can we get it, information out better?
Uh, that's tough.
Yeah. So it's just
Mhm.
asking. Uh, Let me see. Okay, so we're down to last 30 minutes, guys. And was it Austin says your Revan looks amazing. Uh, and Mel says she may have to put some of these details back after the coloring.
Yeah,
Amazing how time
yeah.
flies when you're drawing so good. Do we
Don't
have an
don't
next
worry.
bid?
All that detail you guys want is gonna come out. Like for example, yeah, last week, if you in case you guys missed it, this was the Darth Vader that went on. You see
Hmm.
that?
Yeah.
So this is what it kind of, with all the shadows and everything that you get punched in, it's gonna look like this. Right now, it's kind of like has that faded look. I don't probably have to draw anything in. It's just the way the shadows and everything is reacting. And don't worry, this bitch, I mean this 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 guy is gonna get the same treatment. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So on here, there's some nice suggestion. Let's see. Mel says, if you're still here, let's get a shout out from you, just so we know who's watching. Uh, thank you, Austin. Um, and then Kyle says to create a fan group. A fan group would be nice. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like,
Um,
but not in Facebook. I think because lately Facebook has become really weird with tight with their algorithm, and it's like forcing them to use. So, what
mhm.
kind of if we do have a fan group, like for question back to Kyle, what social media platform should we go to?
Well, so I have a friend who does a lot of comics by crowdfunding, right? And something
Yes,
we know that Facebook doesn't like is sharing Kickstarter links
yes, very
or
much.
links to external websites.
Yes.
So what he did was he created a fan group, and he invited all of his fans to that group, and it's like, what is Dan doing now? And whenever you post in there, when you join that group, you just set it to always notify you when there's a post in the group. And so he posts
Oh,
every time he's going to be on a live stream or do a sale or has a Kickstarter. So it's a place for his fans to interact with him
right.
directly, but also it kind of works around that algorithm.
So, but it's still within Facebook though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
The other thing that we do here is we just make sure we post everything everywhere. Like,
Yeah, that's the only way. Yeah.
our post is the same on Facebook as it is on Twitter, as it is on Instagram, as it is on TikTok,
Yeah.
as it is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
And that
That
seems
makes
to,
sense.
if one of those falls short, the other ones pick up the slack.
It's like
Right.
we got to do a lot more just to market because it seems like just don't rely on Facebook alone. Yeah.
Yep.
See. And the thing is about the Facebook like fan group, in a way, I think for that one, uh, even though, are you saying, Kyle, even though we have our own Facebook, that doesn't count? You have to make another separate, like a
Like,
drawing bid? Yeah.
right, you could do a drawn bid, or you could do like the Art of Mog Park or the Art of Anh Vu group.
Yeah.
And it's not a fan page, it's a group. So it's more interactive.
Oh, a group page.
Right.
That makes sense. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had that yet. I have not tried that yet.
Hmm.
So that's something I will work on for sure. Yeah, because that will be better. Because of course we all are having problems with Facebook nowadays,
Yeah.
in one way or another. Yep.
Mm.
Okay. So yes, Mel's still working hard at it. Um, 105, 105, 105 to take either home. And Mel say fan group is good. Do a regular show or web page. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then I would say I posted the same on Twitter and IG and repeated tweet on Twitter on different ads. Mog does have an art day Mog Park page. So if you guys haven't checked that out, please go ahead and look that up on Facebook and give her a follow or like and check out her work there.
The other thing I was thinking, Henri has really good luck with email. Like, he has a big mailing list. So
Mm-hmm.
he sends direct emails to people going, hey, I've got this thing. I'm going to do this live
Oh,
show over here. Come and watch. So that might be something
okay.
to think about too.
Yeah, I I'm not on his email list, but I do follow his page. Oh, that's another thing. You can click that. It would be. It does help when people click that follow button on your Facebook page, whatever. Whether it be a group or a profile page, there is that follow option. So I think that one works a bit better in terms of getting messages, because that's what I do to in terms of the artists that I follow, and I don't fail to get their posting. Yeah. And Mel said that Art Day Mog Park is page strictly for Mog's artwork. And we're still looking for 105, 105 on these walking carpets
Mm-hmm.
and the mighty Revan.
Actually, if nobody bids on this guy, I'm happy. I'll take him home with me.
No, Kyle has the highest bid at 100. Wrong, Mog, wrong. No, these are fun pieces. I'm just happy to work on them too. Uh, and Mel say yes, should be collecting emails again, like Henri, because Facebook is not letting us have the connection like we had before.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mel said looking for 501, 501, 501 for the next bid on either one, the Wookiees or the Revan. Mel's starting to see numbers.
5-1 sounds amazing. That sounds about right.
On your painted piece, yes.
Nah, either one of us. It's fine. Let's see. Today, I think today, I was like, all right, now that you're up, you can have so many things to like, put on the background, like documentaries and stuff that I always like to learn something new anyway, or
Yeah,
entertain myself. Like, what should I do, right?
right.
Then I go downstairs, and then there's so much stuff to do. Like, like you gotta clean the kitchen. It's time to sweep the floor. Oh, we finally put down a Christmas tree.
Oh,
So I know, and then we put the damn tree down. All that stuff, and then before you know it, it's like there was no time.
I
There's no
know.
time for leisure. And then it made me realize, this is why. Yep, this sounds about right every day. That's why I don't really have time to. Feels like I don't have time to actually watch anything. Lately, what I've seen was Cobra Kai,
Yeah,
the newest season, and that was episode
yeah.
4. I gotta watch 5. But I really want to check out the one that Kyle actually mentioned. Gosh, what's the name? It's the one that where this American guy goes to England and um, does like teaches
Ted
coaches.
Lasso.
Ted Lasso or something.
Ted
I think it's
Lasso.
Ted Lasso, and I think he says it's an Apple show or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and that was a comedy. So I love a good comedy. for sure.
You also, Mog, need to check out Ghosts
Oh
on
yes.
HBO Max.
Oh.
Ah, that's what you told me, Ghost. That one, I'm a bit hesitant because we've seen a lot of ghost kind of stories, and I'm just
Not like
afraid.
this. It's a sitcom.
Oh.
I don't want it to be like romance. Is it romance?
No, it's a straight up sitcom. Like one of the characters is actually a ghost of a caveman.
Oh, I love it. I love
Yeah.
the caveman.
Right. It's a straight up sitcom. There's no romance.
Oh,
There's
thank God.
a lot of
Yeah.
people falling down.
Okay, what about the flavor of the comedy? Would you say is similar to What We Do in the Shadows series?
I've not watched enough of that to say yes or no.
Oh, damn. Okay. I do recommend you watch the movie What We Do in the Shadows. And then let me know how much you like that. And then and then you can check out the TV series. But yeah, I'm gonna make this guy really badass and have a, you know how with my other Kylo Ren piece I had a Black Lotus. So with him, I'm gonna have him a black scarab.
19 minutes left, guys. 19 minutes left on the bids. What's it? What
I
We Do in the Shadows. Yes, Taika Waititi is the best.
Yeah.
That's what Austin says. Robin says she hasn't seen the TV series yet. Uh, Connie say live the what CWE. Oh, she likes What We Do in the Shadow series. Okay. Mel say 19 minutes left. Yes. Oh, and we're back. Someone's trying to sell us more brides.
Sorry, we're all married here. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, except for Anne. You can promote to her.
No, thank you.
Mhm.
I am committed.
Oh wait, you have a boyfriend. Yes.
I am committed.
Um. Gosh, I had a question for Kyle. And I totally lost that question. It's really an interesting question too. Damn it. Something to do with. Hmm. Oh yeah. Okay. Kyle. Like I don't know if you can hear me, but what is your normal? If I mean, right now it's like crazy, and you only sleeping like 3 hours a day. If it wasn't for this con thing, what is your regular sleep schedule like? That's why I wanted to ask. I had a strange feeling about this. Like, yeah.
I sleep when I'm tired,
Okay. So you crash? You
and
wait till you crash? Yeah.
like it's if I let's say we get off the air tonight at I go off the air at midnight after the dance party. If I'm not tired, I'll go home and work 2 or 3 more hours, or until I get tired, like sitting on the couch with the TV on, I'll keep working, and then I'll sleep until I wake up.
So you don't really have a bed. Like you just pretty much sleep where you sit down.
Well, no, when I get tired, I'll go to bed. Like, but I'll sit on the couch and work until I'm like, oh, I'm falling asleep at my computer. Then I'll get up and walk into the bedroom and go to sleep. Um, but like
Then, yeah. What
if
time do
I'm
you wake
not
up?
if I'm not tired, I just don't sleep.
Of course. Yeah. So what time do you have to regularly get up again?
Um, most days we don't even start broadcasting until 5.
Mm.
So as long as I'm here in time to go live, we're good.
Mhm.
And then what I'll do is, our broadcast day ends at 10. I'll work until 3 or 4 in the morning. Like,
Damn. Okay.
I feel like it's like working third shift.
All right. So I'm
Wow.
guessing, judging by what you just said, I'm calculating in my head. Average wake up time is maybe 12 or 1 p.m. You wake up
9:30, 10 o'clock
in the morning?
in the morning. Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, that's you need more sleep, man. But yeah.
Well, about 2/3 of the time I get up at that point because it's, got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then it's, well, I guess I'm up now.
Yeah.
It's never intentional.
Ah.
He's like go with the flow kind of man.
But like I'm beginning to see a pattern where people who had trouble sleeping or not staying asleep for a long time, they tend to have high blood pressure.
Oh, God, yes. Heart disease, high blood pressure,
Yeah.
all of those things.
All right. It's like so sleep is like that important. It affects you to that kind of degree. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Um, but anyway, I think I saw in your comment like next week is your pit contest. You got to help out your dad.
Ribs next week. I'm cooking in a rib cook-off next week. My dad's cooking against me.
No
Oh,
way. You're actually invested in this contest,
Mm-hmm.
barbecue contest. So your dad got you interested into the barbecue. That's cool. I like that. Yeah.
Well, I'm just cooking to see how I do. Like,
Uh,
I've never done it, but I've gone and helped him so many times.
yeah.
I
Are
want to see
you
how I do.
okay? Are you
Like, if I
gonna?
go and I get my ass kicked, I won't do it again.
Oh no! You never give up. Never surrender.
Well, because I'll just go back and help him.
Oh, you're right.
But this contest was relatively inexpensive. It's
Yeah.
relatively close to home, and it's got good prize money. So,
Mm.
if I go and I do well and I win some prize money, maybe I'll try again. I'll try again next time.
Uh, what's the? You said it's relatively close by. So is it a different state?
Yeah, but it's only about an hour from here.
Okay. Like south of Ohio or like what?
North. It's in Michigan.
Michigan. Nice.
Mm-hmm. And Connie, the answer is you inject them, then you dry rub them, and then you sauce them.
I was just talking about it with Mel today because I just made marmalade from the lemon that grows in our garden. And the ingredients are super simple. It's like sugar, lemon, and water. That's it. But the results always can come out so different. And I was telling Mel that I think it all comes down to timing and control of the heat. and it can make it taste really good or it can make it taste really bad. Do you kind of find the same philosophy in barbecue?
In barbecue, we work so hard to develop the flavor of the rub, the flavor of the injection, the flavor of the sauce. That more often than not, you know exactly what that's going to taste like. So then the key is how well do you cook them, and how much smoke do you put into the rub or into the ribs from the smoker.
Yeah.
That's where it really turns into an art form.
So it is similar. Like it is about like control of the amount of heat and for you it's like added with that like flavor using
Right.
the smoke. Yeah.
Like, you have to cook ribs to a certain temperature to not make people sick.
Yeah.
So if you cook them to that temperature, You don't want to cook it the whole time where it's exposed to smoke, otherwise it'll get bitter.
Ah, didn't know that.
So you cook it maybe 2 hours exposed to smoke. Then you wrap it in foil or butcher paper or something to cut down the amount of smoke getting in the meat and
Yeah.
cook it to that temperature the rest of the time.
Reminder, just 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left on each of these pieces.
Mhm.
They're still at $100 each right now.
No, they're at 110. We just got a
10.
bid.
Oh, I just joined and I have no idea what's being drawn, but I bid 110 on each. Wow, thank you, Ronald.
Thanks,
Ronald
Ronald.
Shepard in the house. Yes. Mog is doing a Revan piece that's in color right there, and I'm drawing Black Chrysanthemum and Chewbacca. So yeah, thank you.
It's like a steampunk version. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ron is a big time art collector. Ron loves commission art.
Oh wow.
He's got some really cool stuff.
So these will be going to really great home.
He also has
love
great
it.
jokes. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, he can joke well.
Oh, he has great jokes.
Oh my.
And Mel, to boil the ribs for a contest like this would be considered cheating.
Oh. But if you can boil it, if you can cheat, is boiling good?
No, it doesn't impart any flavor.
Oh, it won't absorb the smoke, right?
It just makes
Yeah.
them tender. But if you cook them right in the smoker, they'll be tender anyway.
I have a question because I've been trying to like master roasting, like slabs of meat, like like a roast pork or a roast, like for Christmas and stuff. Is there like a formula you use to make it come out tender and juicy, like pork shoulder, prime rib?
I don't know. I'm really only like if it wasn't a rib competition, I wouldn't be doing it.
Oh crap! You're
Like
specific.
I'm not confident in any of the other stuff.
Oh crap! No. You are confident in one thing, one other stuff. Remember
Right.
you told me sandwiches.
Well, right, but no, I'm talking about the barbecue contest. The thing I'm confident in is my ability to cook ribs.
It's like an art form. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've got mad respect. You have to probably use like a potty toilet because it's in the middle of nowhere. Is it usually like in a car?
We've got a trailer, like almost like a camper.
Yeah.
So we take our bathroom with us.
Oh, cool. And you're gonna do this alone, with no help. Damn. Mad respect. Gotta post it out, man. When you're doing that, you gotta post it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, Luis, bravo! What's up, my
Yes.
man?
So we're down to 6 minutes on the clock right now on this on these two pieces. We're at $110 each right now. With Ronald. Oh, thank you, Ronald. Ronald says, I don't know either character, but the artists are very talented, so it's my pleasure to support this show and its content.
Oh,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. Yeah. All this talk of food is making me very, very
I know. I'm like
hungry.
imagining in my head like nonstop.
Ronald, did you see the Darth Vader I showed on Nick's show Friday night? If you did, Mog is the one
Oh,
who did
here,
that.
I'll show you. I have an image of it here.
Hmm.
There you go. So that was like a steampunk Darth Vader. And this went to your other friend.
Yeah, Nick Barucci.
Yeah, Nick.
Hmm.
And
Nick,
then, so, yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
if you don't know, Nick is the publisher of Dynamite Comics.
Mm, yes. So that's what sold, and I did like the steampunk theme. So I'm doing the same steampunk theme for this supposedly a legendary Darth Sith Lord. I don't
Yeah.
know, legendary Sith Lord. I don't know about the Darth part of it. And his name is Revan, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Revan.
So he was on the dark side. No, he was on the dark side, went to the light side, and then went to the dark side, and then went back to the light side. Something
Yeah,
like
very,
that.
yeah, he's a very wishy-washy character. But yes. But
And
you know
then,
what? Yeah, this is the one
yeah,
time you can be wishy-washy and people will still respect you because why? Why?
you're growing.
Well,
No,
because if they don't, he'll just kill them.
exactly. Because he's so powerful.
Oh man. No, there's still goodness in them.
Oh my God. Ugh. You're such a good girl.
I know.
You know what always cracked me up every time I see Star Wars is the amount of order. It's like all the evil guys like Darth and the Empire, all of that. It's like they're so orderly, like perfect. It's all about order, you know.
Wait,
I
what?
mean,
Odor? As in smelled odor?
no, like order, like chaos and order.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And usually in reality, in this world we live in, order is considered good. But in the Star Wars world, it's like a bad thing. And because you would always think like villains evil, and then their association is like chaos, right?
Yeah.
But it's not.
No. Well, I know they overall try to teach the lesson of like balances in the force, goods and evil,
Yeah.
and what is perceived good may not always be good, and vice versa with evil.
I'm not sure. Because to me, part of what is good is order. Because isn't discipline kind of tied in with order, right? Discipline. You gotta do it like every day, and whether you like it or not. I mean, it upholds a certain standard, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking like systems. I mean, you can have so many good things that comes out of it. So yeah, I don't know why
So,
that's considered.
uh,
Yeah.
Robin says, I think Lucas wanted the Empire to look antiseptic, kind of like a hospital.
Like
Okay,
sterile.
yeah.
I guess
And,
it takes a lot of influence from the, I guess, Nazi, I guess.
oh, and then, Rano says, if I am fortunate to win these two pieces, please have each artist print their names and the names of their characters on the backs of each piece. Yeah, we'll do that. And then, Rana says, by the way, what is the size of each piece? This is an 11 by 14 on Chewbacca and Chrysanthemum. And then yours is small?
Oh, it's just 8.5 by 11. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
For
it's
mine,
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I also put in the certs of authenticity, so that should help if you need. Kyle went in with 115. Oh my.
You better
Oh,
win
it's
that
getting
prize money,
nasty.
Kyle.
It's getting nasty.
You better win that, Kyle. The freaking party. So you can afford everything.
Are we through yet? What? And the auction is closed? Oh, no. Kyle sniped. Kyle sniped. Wow.
Well,
That was like he had
Ronald and
5.
I will split. Ron will get Darth Revan, and I will get the Wookiees.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. You guys are cool. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then oh man. Thank you guys. Ron, was it the, the deal with Kyle? He says he will give you the Revan that Mog is working on, and Kyle will take the Wookiees at 115.
Richard Shepard?
Hey, guys, Ronald is willing to come in 120 apiece, and if he's willing to do that, I will cede both. I will cede my piece to him at the extra for the extra dough. 120 apiece.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. So I guess you'll go to Ronald.
Yep.
All right. And we'll make sure to write the names on the back.
And
I'll
our
remind
name.
Mog. Yeah, and our name. Yes.
Congrats!
Okay, that is over. You can rest, Mel.
Yeah, Ronald's one of our best customers here on the experience. I appreciate him so much.
Thank you so much.
And I've got a Mog Park piece here. I will get an Anh Vu piece next time. So
Yes.
Certainly. I really appreciate you letting me come on too and join this. Um, how do you pay each of us, Ronald? If you're on Facebook, let's see.
I actually can help. Ronald, I sent your email to Mel, who is running the auction. I will make sure they get your information from our our database here.
Cool.
Does that make everything easy for everybody?
Yep.
Sounds good.
Sweet.
Thank you. Well, it's 2 hours past.
You guys can hang as long as you'd like.
You have to stay till 12 a.m. your time, right? With the dance.
I'm here at least another hour anyway. If you guys want to hang and keep talking, we can go back to talking about ribs, or I can go back to keeping my mouth shut and letting you guys talk about interesting things.
No, you make it so interesting.
I know the ribs. I was like, I'm getting hungry. Making my hand shake.
You know what? I'll stay another 30 minutes with you, Kyle. I want to talk more about your rib stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Me too.
I want to know pork. When it comes to barbecue, your preference, pork or beef?
I'd rather have pork ribs than beef ribs, but I'd rather have beef brisket than pork butt.
Oh, so it's a cut. So pork ribs, then beef ribs, and then beef brisket versus rather than pork butt.
Yeah, pork butt, pork shoulder. It's the same cut of meat.
Mm.
It's just trimmed differently. It's butchered differently.
I thought brisket was not the pork butt. I mean the butt of the cow.
It's not. The brisket is actually, so it's the cut of meat that's between the cow's front legs.
What?
The pork shoulder or pork butt is like the front quarter of a pig. But
wow.
to make it a butt, they trim it, they butcher it differently.
Okay.
So I mean, it's the same. They're the exact same if you buy a pork shoulder, if you buy a pork butt.
And does it really matter, like, if you buy, say, uh, just a pork from a pork butchered, by a mass meat, produce, or it like grass fed, all that kind of shit, like,
I can't tell the difference necessarily,
yes,
but I know some people who can.
no way.
Well, and they're people who have studied, like, they're chefs and
Yeah.
culinary, like people who have gone to school to be able to tell the difference. I can't do it.
Damn. All right, so for a lot of common people, it's just better to. It doesn't matter. Like, just if you want a good tasting rib, just get a. You can easily get it from the produce market, produce
You
section.
know, where you can get really good pork and brisket is actually Costco.
Seriously?
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yep.
And a lot of times the stuff you're getting there is prime or better.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's, I mean, you're not getting Wagyu, but you're getting a really high quality cut of meat.
Wow. I didn't know that. I don't have Costco because I don't have a big family, so I don't really go there. So, but all
We
right.
only keep a Costco subscription so we can go there and buy pork. Go there and buy, like, if we want to make a pork butt or something for at home, uh we'll go to Costco and get it. I think that's the only reason we keep it around.
I wonder, like, how many meat he had to like cook till he kind of got a hang of it, your dad. And what did you do with all those meat that you guys barbecued?
We ate it all.
Oh, you guys didn't have to give it out to a neighbor or something?
I'm over the years we definitely have, but I mean, I've
Yeah.
eaten so much barbecue in my life. It's kind of a ridiculous amount.
And you never got sick of it?
No. There are times where, like, so during the barbecue season, which is usually the summer, where it gets to be a little much. It's like, I really don't want to eat ribs again tonight.
Yeah.
But um no, not really.
Yeah.
Do you cook your meat different ways, or like you prefer barbecue?
Robin, I did say you could get brisket at Costco. Like I said, it isn't the world's best brisket, but it's brisket. Like, it's great for if you're gonna make one, like, to have your family over. I wouldn't turn it in for competition, but it's totally good. What was the question?
Was it, do you cook your meat any other ways, or do you prefer
Smoking.
barbecue? Smoking? Oh.
There's an up and coming competition series that I'd like to get into. That's steak.
Uh-huh.
And you cook a porterhouse steak on a You have to cook a porterhouse steak on a charcoal grill.
Oh, that sounds so good. God damn it.
Smokiness.
Oh my God. You're killing me.
And the thing is, we keep on asking.
I know.
We do a show here every week called Nerd News Now. And it's on Monday nights, which is a night that Jen King, she has live shows all day. So she often hasn't eaten by the time we get onto the show. And more often than not, because of her hunger, we wind up talking about food the whole time. Because she's
Oh
hungry.
God.
So she's like, what did you guys have for dinner?
I thought because she's so skinny, she doesn't eat much. But I guess she does like eating, huh? Jen. Yeah.
Wait, Mom, didn't you recently cook like a pork butt, the Vietnamese braised pork? Yeah,
It was a pork shoulder.
pork shoulder.
It's not a
Oh,
pork
okay.
butt, and it had a bone in it.
Uh
So
huh.
yeah, it was just roast. But I'm trying to. It can't. It didn't come out as tender as I wanted.
Mhm.
So I wanted to master for roasting. If anybody out there has better technique, please let me know. But yeah, I'm mostly roast. Like if I had a smoker, I think I'll go hands down smoker.
How did you roast it?
um, I have a like first I cook it in I think about 300 degrees,
Uh huh.
uh, and then I cover it for about it depends on the weight. So I think it said like a pound, 1 pound per one, like 1 hour per 1 pound.
Uh huh.
So and then the last hour you take off the lid so it dries up the outer skin and then it becomes crackling. Um, but that technique doesn't really work on every cut. I noticed. So
Mhm.
that's why I'm trying to find a better way to make it really amazing.
Okay.
Nothing like a good, roast or meat cooked well thing.
See, so that same dish, the way my mom cooked it was, she boiled the pork first. She boiled it,
Okay.
and then we'll braise it into sauce. Oh, not braise. We'll soak it, marinate it into
Yeah.
sauce, and
Yeah.
then
Mhm.
we just kind of fry it in like a big pot so that it supposedly the boilings well we use the butt portion, right?
Yeah.
The boiling of it softens it. I
Yeah.
think
I think it
that's
does.
where it works for
Yeah.
us. um but yeah, it always comes out tender that way, and then after that we just kind of fry it, cook it in a pot with oil, but then that's it. That's pretty
Oh,
much it. Yeah.
it's like a Asian style roast,
Yeah.
but actually
Yeah.
it's not roast at all. It's just see, that's what I love about these hacks. Like freaking like if you study Asian cuisine, they have all these different kind of techniques to cook it, and the result is almost similar to like say a roast or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's close, but not the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the same. Yeah.
Well, then again, like the way it's cooked like that for that dish is because in Vietnam, growing up, really we didn't have ovens. We don't
Yeah,
have ovens.
actually in
Yeah.
Asia we don't have an oven. Oven is a very foreign thing. It's the
Yeah.
only recent addition, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you in Korea, we boil every meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just boiling meat all the time. Or either that or what do you call we put it on the charcoal grill and we quickly what do you call it, flash fry it or flash barbie it. You know when you go into the
Yeah.
restaurants, if you ever go into a fancy like yakiniku kind of Korean or Japanese restaurants, they have a hibachi or type of like a grid like um, thing, and then underneath there's a you know if you go to a really good one, an expensive one, they will actually give you charcoal. But usually it's gas, gas burner, and then you cook your meat on top right away. So, yep.
Oh, the charcoal is what adds in the flavor,
Yeah,
though.
because it's like the smoke,
Smoke. Yeah.
like the smoke flavor. The only
But
time I ever saw that actually was in Korea, and there was a famous place, and I don't know if they're still in business. Probably not, but They were famous for the smoked duck. They call it the smoked duck barbecue place.
Ooh.
But it
Mhm.
wasn't just the duck they, did. It was chicken, pork, beef, brisket, anything. And for us, we
Yeah.
cut it thin, like yakiniku style. And then they would bring out like uh, buckets fulls of charcoal.
Yep.
And then they put it, and then you put the grill over it, and then you just like start cooking it right then and there. Yes. The duck one is though, you have to order it, and then they cook it for you, of course, at the back. Because I think the smoked duck takes hours anyway. So when you
Yeah.
order it, they have it nice and sizzling and crispy and smoky, and it doesn't taste like the Chinese roast duck, because I think the Chinese they flavor it with different like spices. So this is
Mhm.
more like just salt and pepper, just pure natural duck taste with added wood smoke.
Yeah.
And it tastes phenomenal. So yeah, yep.
Oh man, my hands started getting shakier as you were talking. I love ducks.
Oh, you love that?
I love ducks. Yeah.
Mm.
I really love ducks. Yeah.
You know what I would like is back in the days they hunted a lot of wild game. Yeah,
Yeah.
our grandpa.
Yeah.
I would like to try pheasant because there's many pictures of him because he owned a gun and he would hunt with his dogs. And there's like pictures of him with like pheasants. I want to try
Ooh.
that. I want to try.
What's
I
the
want to know
weirdest
what.
for you? What was the weirdest that you had to try?
Okay, so this is again in Korea, and believe it or not, Korea and Japan, their taste is very similar. We love well, Japan and Korea love raw things,
Yeah.
and I haven't seen Japan do this, but there's two things that was weird that they tried to make me eat it, and I just couldn't do it. One is a raw liver,
Oh.
and then you have to order it from a restaurant because they're supposed to be. It's like you can eat the liver only if it's like freshly butchered.
Mhm.
And I kid you not, they just bring out a plate swimming in blood with the lump of liver on top there,
Oof.
sliced in chunks, and you just shove it in your mouth and eat it. And
Right.
yeah, and it's really red and it's bloody. And anybody who eats it, they're like the ones who enjoy it, they close their eyes and they're like, "Oh my God, this tastes so sweet." It's like I guess freshly butchered liver is like I guess it's like sweet blood or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
and then the other one was there was a type of shrimp that they caught, and they just got it from near the Japan region. By the way, we're neighbors, so we're not that far.
Right.
So, so
Yeah.
around the ocean, around in the Japanese area, they just brought a shrimp, and it was a bucket of shrimp, and it's a type of shrimp, very translucent, and they're the size of your middle finger,
Mhm.
and they're swimming and swimming, and while they're swimming, you plunge your hand in the bucket, and um, you while it's like fighting for its life, you know, you quickly peel the damn skin off. So basically, you're flaying it alive,
Yeah.
and then you before it dies, because it will still live. By the way, you don't take off the head, so only the shell that encases its body, you take it off, you rip it off. So imagine this translucent flesh still wriggling because it's like fighting for its life, and then you have to dip it in this red hot chili sauce.
Right.
So can you imagine for the shrimp? I could almost hear the shrimp scream because not only you're flaying it alive, you're dipping it in raw skin, right?
Mhm.
Chili, it's all red. The whole thing is like red paste, chili paste,
Right.
and then you gotta quickly eat it
Ooh.
before its last death throes. Yes.
Shrimp do actually scream. Now, I have friends that cook raw shrimp,
Yeah.
in a pot, and you can hear them going
Yeah. Yeah.
like that.
I know. Poor things.
Oh,
And they were like, "This is so good," and everyone's like quickly eating it. It was super expensive dish, and it's like a huge delicacy. And
oh man.
they're like, "Come on, Mom, eat it!" And I couldn't do it. I just could not do it because it just was writhing in agony, and I felt really bad. So yeah.
Yeah. And Korea is also known for octopus, live
Oh yeah,
octopus.
we love that. Still wriggling live octopus. If it's still alive, we want to put it in our mouth.
Oh, gee, that can sound so wrong in many ways.
Right, it does, right? Yeah, I was the odd one out. I just couldn't do it. I just did not
Yeah.
have the heart. Yeah.
Japan for me, it was the jellyfish.
Oh, you ate raw jellyfish?
Not raw, but just
Yeah,
jellyfish in general.
it tastes
Was
good.
yeah, it just has a weird texture. I can't stomach too many.
Yeah,
It has to be dipped in some kind of sauce or something.
yeah,
But I know they're trying to make it more appetizing for people because
yeah.
because of the changing climates, you get invasion of giant jellyfish, and those are poisonous to other marines' life, like smaller fishes.
Oh,
So yeah, it's harming their fishing industry. So they're trying to combat it by making it a cuisine. Have
oh.
people eat
Well,
off the population.
that's weird because in Korea, I mean, we've been eating jellyfishes for years.
Uh huh.
They're so delicious. Yeah,
Yeah, last time I had it, it was in some kind of sauce, but it's just
yeah. Gotta have a
the
sauce.
texture. Yeah.
Don't eat it raw, please. Yeah. I had one because I miss jellyfish so much. In We were in Atlanta, and Atlanta there was like a hip place where it's like a lot of food vendors are under this like fancy building, you know.
Yeah.
And one of them was a Chinese Sichuan place, and we went there, and the menu one of them was offering jellyfish and
Hmm.
chili oil. And because it brought so much nostalgia, and I haven't had it for ages, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna order this. And I had it, and man, it was not good. They did
Oh.
not do it right. Yeah,
Hmm. You really do have to make it right.
yeah.
It's it's
I
it's
think they
not an
overcooked
easy.
it. They overcooked
Yeah.
it in my opinion, and they didn't slice it thin enough. They were just like
Right.
giving you globs of it, and then overcook. Because if you don't overcook it and you cook it just right,
Yeah.
uh, I know this is hard to believe, but it's like you're eating like slices of kind of like horseradish, wasabi. Because why? Jellyfish, it stings, right?
Yep.
So when you eat it, there's a little bit of like a hot mustard kind of sting to it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're getting stung while you eat, and it just that's part of the flavor. It's like, oh, so good. Yeah,
No, it sounds like we need to do a field trip. Just an eating field trip.
I would love that. You just travel the world and
Eat.
just eat. Yeah.
That's why I love going back home to Vietnam because I'm very much familiar with the food over there, and I do love my uh, the Vietnamese food. So yeah, I tend to go back, and it's cheap over there. Cheaper when you convert the
Mhm.
U.S. dollars over. But yeah, we'll eat a lot of kind. The weirdest one for me um, was frog. That
Ew.
tastes fishy. It's like chicken
Yeah,
but fishy.
it is. It's
Uh,
slimy too, a bit
yeah,
slimy. Yeah.
I, that one was weird. And I didn't know I was eating frog until someone told me that I was eating frog. I thought it was chicken. I was like, this chicken is weird. Is it spoiled or something? And then my grandma's like, no, you're eating frog. And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, and then did you like spit it out or what happened?
No, I don't waste food.
Yeah, me neither. I really
Oh,
can't help it. When you know what? I don't know why. I think it's because how we were brought up, right? We don't like wasting food.
no.
I don't know why. I think maybe it's part of the Buddhist because my grandma was Buddhist, and
Yeah,
like you can sit there for 3 hours on the table, but you better finish everything. That was
yeah,
given to you. So because that was like so ingrained, um, I whenever I go out, even like when I go out restaurant or say just whenever I just eat with other people, and I
yep,
see they have like tons of leftovers on their plate,
yep,
and they're gonna throw it away, I die inside.
yep.
And it
Me
could be
too.
and it doesn't have to be a friend. It could be just a first person that we meet or like a stranger. And it's some part of me inside, like I'm dying. Like it's
Mhm.
uh,
We talked about this before. I clean off the bones. I clean it off.
oh
My
yeah,
dad would say, poor ants. There's nothing left.
yeah.
But yeah. Um, but in Vietnam, the way I was raised, right, it's Buddhism too. That the philosophies I was raised on. But just my grandma and the adults around me, they would guilt trip you the heck out if you don't finish up your food. They're like, don't you know? Look at the people on the street. Look at them. Look outside right now. Don't you see they're hungry? Next time I should
Oh,
just go and cook for them. Forget about you.
oh my God. Okay, that was a little too much, but yes, that's some valuable lessons.
Savage.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eh, Damn. Oh, they're I'm telling you, man. Like our moms, uh, grandparents, they're master manipulator.
They're scary.
Master, not manipulator. No, not manipulator. Guilt trip. Master guilt
Guilt
trippers.
tripper. Yeah.
God, it kills me every time. All the guilt trips. Like, oh, did it
And you
again.
trip hard.
I know. It's so.
They're very gentle.
Yeah.
For us, like the Filipinos too. When the talking don't work, the slippers come out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
yeah, and the duster with like all the chicken feathers on it.
Oh yeah.
Those were my beating stick.
Oh, that's so benign. Jeez. Yeah,
Oh
come to
no, those things
Korea,
hurt.
man. We got like freaking thick wood, and we actually sell them, and we call them canes. Like they're literally we sell canes to beat people up, by the way, and it's called discipline. Discipline sticks, canes.
I was a very what you call a gullible kid when I first moved to Korea, and that was the same cane that I saw. And guess what? I thought it was, Mog.
A walking
I
stick.
thought it was a no. I thought it was a flute because it got all these like puncture. Well, not exactly puncture. They're kind of like a
The
design. They
groove.
have all these whole designs on
Yeah, they
them.
have a groove. Yeah, like where you can
Yeah,
you can grip very well. Like they would have
yeah.
grooves so your fingers can tighten, and you won't slip when you hit. Yeah, man.
I thought it was a flute. I thought it was
Oh, sweet thing.
a traditional flute. So I spent my
Oh
field
my
trip
gosh.
money, which wasn't a lot. I was like in third grade. So I spent that on that stick. And as soon as forget
It,
about snacking, I didn't even buy snack. I bought that stick.
oh, you're like, that's a beautiful stick. It's
I
a
thought it was a
flute.
flute.
We're gonna make music out of this. Oh yeah, you're gonna make music, all right.
I brought it home.
And
My
then,
parents were mad and happy at the same time.
your parents were mad. and happy.
and happy at the same time. Because they're like,
Oh my goodness. I can see like, oh, that's, you don't know
oh,
any better, but thank you. I'm gonna start
they're
using
like,
this very well. You'll remember
"Y-
this. Yeah.
yes, yes. Oh, they love that stick. It wasn't until we moved out of Korea that that stick is gone. I hope. I don't
Oh,
think. No, I did tell the mover. I was like, throw that thing away. I told the movers when my parents weren't looking. I was like, yeah, throw it, take it, throw it.
why? That you got actually they use it on you by any chance?
Yes, that
Oh,
was
okay.
my. That's what I got my licking from.
Oh, that thing hurts, by the way. It depends
Oh
on
yeah.
how thick it is too. So yeah.
Oh, it was thin, but when
Yeah.
when you whack it, you hear the
Yeah.
little whistling noise.
Oh yeah, the whistling, yeah. I remember.
Oh man.
Ah. Well, so you got it, you didn't get it at school, but you got it at home. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I well in Vietnam I did get it at school, but when I moved to Korea, I was going to school on base, right?
Oh, so it's a
Military.
westernized school. It's not a
Yeah, so
traditional.
you can't, yeah, they
Yeah.
can't beat you.
Yeah. And you were like, Hallelujah, I love school.
Oh my god. In Vietnam, I got a slap in the face like by a substitute teacher just for not understanding a concept that she explained and then going up and ask her about it again.
Oh, okay, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was harsh back then. I don't know about now,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, like same here. It's, the teachers, um, well, the Korean school, I think now might be better, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, they slap you.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, for example, you didn't do your homework. Oh, the scariest thing is like, come out here. And they call you by number, by the way. They don't bother with the name. They'll call
Oh.
number 17, number 54. Because there's so many
Oh
kids.
yeah.
We just go by
Yeah.
number. And then I still remember my number was 17. That's why I said 17. Number 17. It's like, yes. And then you come out and it's like, solve this problem. And then, the whole thing in front of the class, right? And I
Right.
suck at math anyway, so I knew I couldn't do any shit. So I'm like, I just keep scratching and scratching, like pretending I know shit, but of course not. And then the teacher knows, right? And
Yeah.
then, all right, stop. And then we stop and put the chalk down. And then usually he would have three kids at once. It's not just one person, because there's so many
Oh
kids.
yeah.
And then he would critique each one. And then either if you're good, you can sit down. If you're bad, some teacher liked it personal. They like slapping instead, and they would slap you. And sometimes the teacher, if they're in a bad mood, you can tell they're
Yeah.
a shitty day because when they slap you, the same guy, he slapped. It was so bad that once this chick, she was next to me.
Yeah.
She fell and split her lips, so there's blood, and she fell into the trash can. She kind of
Oh
like flew
damn.
from that one spot to like you would say 3 feet down. He was having a shitty day. And then sometimes when they slap you, it's kind of not cool because their hands are, I guess, big or they don't aim right, so they
Yeah.
slap your ears, and
Ouch.
you can't hear shit. Because imagine like if somebody's slapping or punching your ear, you're
Yep.
gonna it's like an ear damage, you know. Yeah, I
Dang.
hate it when they slapped me because it's like fuck, It's like,
Well, now say we're talking to us. I see for a moment. I thought there was something wrong with the chat because I was like, I didn't see anything move on my side.
yeah, I think we're done. Let's call it a day. But yeah.
But no, we didn't mean to leave you guys aside. On my side, I think it froze for a bit.
All right, guys.
But
It
yeah,
was super fun. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ronald, for
yes,
this.
and
Really appreciate it. And I'm glad to make your acquaintances, both of us, Anna and me. And
yeah,
we will write down on this. I think you said back on the back of it, right?
on the back of it, yeah,
Yeah, back of
our
it,
name.
the name and the whole thing, whole shebang. Yes.
Yeah. Was it? I'll probably run into a few more of you guys if I whenever I come on to the EXPN the EXP to watch, not EXPN. Was it? I usually come on EXP. It's a great channel. Again, thank you so much for having
Yeah.
us. Yeah, it's a great unions of the same hobbies.
Yeah, I'd like to do stuff like this more. So I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
talk about it. But thank you guys for doing this. Mog, thank you for doing it twice. On, thank you for joining us tonight and then keeping us in line in the comments the other night.
Yes. You gotta be careful with that one. She goes haywire sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, I love
It's
talking about that bomb, oxygen bomb that I
Yeah,
created.
I was gonna say she gets crazy with her bombs. I'm scared to go visit her.
Right.
Yeah.
She wants to know how to make mustard gas in her own home. No, not going to do it.
No,
Ah,
no, 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 no.
It's so fun, from your
And
household style. Yeah.
we all like
and
Mel. We
Ronald,
wouldn't want that fate to come to him.
All right, Ronald. Let me know where you say. Let me know where I can get more of your artwork. Hmm. We'll just I guess tag you whenever we sell something. Does that sound good,
he
Ronald?
he doesn't do social media, he said.
Oh, really?
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ron, the best thing to do would be to go to, again, on Facebook, Art de Mog Park on Facebook. I just searched for her name. And on where can people, well, and guys, where can anybody else who's watching follow you on social media if they do social media? And if they don't, do you have websites or places they can go and check you out?
Um, I don't have a website yet, but I am mostly on Facebook and Instagram. You can message me there. I have an email. I'll connect with you, Ronald, through email, and I'll keep you in tap with that. I think an email list is pretty much due because, like, with the current situation with Facebook and whatnot, I think email would be a good place to get connected. But yeah, until then, I'm just on. Oh, I can bring that thing down. I have it listed. But I am on Facebook at Anvu. That's my name right there. Um, Here. And then I am on Instagram at ONK97. Same thing on Twitch, ONK97. I just recently created a Twitter at ONK97 underscore. But yeah, and I also have my email, which I'll have in this certificate that you can look at as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now.
How about you, Mog?
Well, as for me, it's very simple. Like my name, Mog Park. That's Facebook. And also, Ronald, you should check out. Every Sunday, I do similar to this. For 2 hours, I draw, and I do. I call it like swipe Sunday. So you take famous covers, right? And then I would swipe it, and I would draw it in my style. So and I try to. The challenge is to do that in 2 hours. So that's been really fun. I just started that show. I'm probably on episode 2 now. So yeah, look for that on Sunday, my time, like around California time, 6 p.m. So 6 to 8. And
But
yeah.
it's on ASN. That's on
Oh
Facebook.
yeah,
That's a
sorry.
Facebook group.
ASN. But yeah, then like my webpage, um, DeviantArt, Instagram is all like under ArtStation, probably under all like Mog Park. I keep it simple. But if you ever feel like you don't want to do social media, you could just like reach out to us. I think we got your email, you know. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and Ron, if you really need to, you can get a hold of me and I can get a hold of them.
yeah, you can do that too. Kyle will help you out. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right, and then yes, Mel doing the work in the chat.
Yes.
You can catch Mog and Anvu once a month on Draw and Bid. Next one is January 29th, 30th Watch them
Yes.
live January 30th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
And every Sunday from 6 or at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time
Uh-huh.
on the Artist Daily Shopping Network, you can catch Mog.
Yes.
Yes.
And sometimes Anne, she's in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah. Or I can moderate whenever she needs.
Mhm. Yeah. Or sometimes
And who
we're
knows?
thinking about maybe she can like come in once in a while and talk to me. So yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I'll develop something for the EXP where Mog and I talk about random stuff like that'll
Yes.
get us banned from flights
Yes.
while people draw. Like, who knows?
Yes. Let's talk
Oh,
random
yeah.
crap. I love it.
Durians.
Right.
All right. Let's talk durian next time, Kyle. You gotta do it. You need to sleep.
Now I'm
Kyle,
scared.
man.
Now I'm scared. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Woo! Thank you.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for the 9th day. 9 days of the EXP Expo. We've got one more tomorrow. Ron, it's the Artist Alley Shopping Network on Facebook. But tomorrow we have at 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central, Afua Richardson. 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 Central, Austin Janowski. 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 Central, Marvel legend Arvell Jones, co-creator of Misty Knight. We have a comic book retailer panel that will be made up of Brainy Singh, Jen King, and some folks from Comics Pro. We'll have David Pepos of Spencer and Locke and the OZ at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central. From 6 to 8 Eastern, we'll have the Latchkey Manifesto from Fat Jack's Comic Crypt. In Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's a live sale. And then if he texts me back, Dan Wickline will be here tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, or 5 p.m. Pacific time, as Dan would like you to know, here on the EXP Expo. So we will see everybody tomorrow for the last day of the EXP Expo, where you may get to watch me fall out of my chair because I'll be that exhausted. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.